need you guys right now, though, to keep that energy going and put your hands together right now and start clapping it up. Start clapping it up. Start clapping it up for the very funny Jay Billy.
Go away, peace, St. Louis, Chris. Hell, my name. 25, 26, Range Rover, back to back, I'm out of your range. Now I'm trying to get back, plus more.
Hey everyone, my name's Justin, and like many of you in here today, I'm a combat veteran. I spent about 7 years in the Army, and really what that boils down to is I've showered with about 200 different men. And for those of you who haven't been in a group shower, I need you to know it's impossible not to look at guys' dicks. And as much as society wants us to quit using stereotypes, I think we should stand firm on the whole big black cock thing. That's all I have to say about that. When I was 21, I went to war, and when I tell a civilian that, they give me a crazy look and they start asking me questions trying to figure out just how fucked up I am. And the first question they always hit me with is, Justin, did you kill anyone over there? I didn't kill anyone, but that's not exciting enough, so they dig a little bit deeper. All right, Justin, what's the craziest thing you saw over there? It's gonna sound a little bit insensitive, but I saw some dudes fucking goats. And most people, that catches them by surprise. But when you think about it, it shouldn't, because these dudes have spent their entire life alone in the desert with a shitload of goats. And goats are like fat bitches. The more time you spend with them, the better they start to look. And the third and final question they always ask me is, all right, Justin, well, what's the craziest thing you did? I fucked a goat. It's really not that bad. After the show, people normally ask me, like, oh, did you actually fuck a goat? Don't worry, I didn't fuck a goat, but I had sex with a ton of fat bitches. I mean, you guys were in the military, you did it too. I met a lot of crazy people in the Army. There was one time we were out on mission, and on the way back to base, we stopped by a Jordanian liquor store, bought a shitload of Amstel Light, took it back to the base and had a bonfire. And a lot of us actually blacked out that night. And when we had woken up, we had found that someone had taken a shit in the middle of our bathroom floor. Yep, and my commander is the one who found it, so he called a big formation of everybody on base because he was bound to determine who took that shit. He was trying to figure that out. And there's only one man missing from that formation, and that was my best friend, Zach. And Zach was passed out drunk in his bed, covered in shit. So they ended up kicking Zach out of the Army, and no one found out that I took that shit. Which that kind of implies that I rubbed shit all over Zach, but I actually just hovered over him and... Anyone in here go to Camp Beering? Hell yeah, dude. In 2018, bro, I was there, and there was one night when I was there, the MPs went into an abandoned tent and found 10 married men having a gay orgy. What? Yeah. So they ended up sending us home. Nah, I'm playing. They just made me join the Navy. After I got out of the military, I moved down here to Miami. I met a beautiful Cuban woman. And to make a long story short, she ate my butt. So I married her. It's been going great, but you know, I'm from the Midwest and she was born in Cuba, and no one prepared me for the culture shock. And no one told me she was going to be calling so many other men Poppy. Because in my language, I just hear daddy, and it just does not roll off the tongue the same way. But for her, it's normal. She can call her dad Poppy. That's all right. Her son Poppy. It's getting weird, but the dog's Poppy now. When we go to Starbucks, she tells the barista, "Mas crema, Poppy," and all I can hear is, "Come harder, daddy." And I just gotta take it. Something else she's been doing, she's been shoving all of our pots and pans inside of our oven. I don't understand that. We got an empty cabinet right next to it. And when I ask her about it, she's well like, "Poppy, that's where the pots and pans live." I don't know why we're personifying our pots and pans. She makes it sound like these pots and pans are tired of living in a cabinet. Went and called a realtor friend, toured a unit with 2 stories and 1 window, and now they're moving into our oven. The other day we got in an argument and she's like, "Babe, I just wish you were more like a Cuban man so that we could understand each other better." So now I'm cheating on her. It's going great. I got 2 stepkids out of the whole deal, so that's pretty cool. There's 3 Cubans for the price of 1. When I first became a stepdad, I was a little bit nervous because I actually had a stepdad growing up, and the cool thing about stepdads is they're going to teach you things that your real dad knows he should never teach you. Like for me and my stepdad were fishing. I was drinking Dr. Pepper and he was drinking Busch Light. And he started making his way back to the cooler and I was like, "Hey Kyle, would you grab me another DP?" And he stopped dead in his tracks. He turns around and he's like, "You know what DP means?" And I was in like 3rd grade, so I was like, "Yeah, it means Dr. Pepper." And he didn't let me live in that moment at all because immediately he was like, "No, it means double penetration." But I was in 3rd grade, so I didn't really understand that. But he did draw me a picture, so that was the day I became a man. And it's not because I had information, it's because later that night my mom asked me for DP at dinner. And all we had was Coke. Anyways, when I first became a stepdad, I was a little bit nervous and I did a little bit of research, and something the experts say to be a healthy stepfather, you gotta be more like a friend instead of trying to be their dad. And that's easy. I just tell them that they're gay and that I fucked their mom. Kids nowadays, though, they're kind of different. You know, my stepdaughter, she's feisty. The other day we were in my kitchen. She looked me right in my eyes and she's like, "Justin, my dad's feet are way bigger than your feet." And she just turned 10, so she didn't really know what she said, but how she said it, she was trying to hurt me. I was like, "Oh, that's probably why he walked out so easily." Stupid bitch did not see that one coming. But kids are different nowadays, and like, I remember being a kid, my dad used to beat my ass when I didn't listen to him. But back then they called it discipline. And nowadays they call it child abuse. And I think it's absolute bullshit. Now that it's my turn to fuck up some little kids, they change the damn rules on me. Where my parents at? Yeah, so you all know you should be able to smack your kids when they step out of line. But in this country, we can't do it anymore. If you want to beat your kids in America, you gotta buy some tickets to the Virgin Islands. Because we can do whatever we want to kids down there. Ooh. But stateside, you know, if I hit my son tonight and tomorrow he goes to school and tells his teacher, "Good job, buddy, you're owned by the state." And 3 months from now, he's a girl. When I was a kid, I told my teacher that my dad hit me, and she sat me down, went and closed the door, and then beat my ass again. Snitches get stitches, that's what I learned that day. But I will say, you know, for those of you who were hit by their parents, you guys know there comes a day when enough is enough and you put your foot down. And for me, my dad asked me to do the dishes, but I didn't make any of the mess, so I told him to fuck off. Which was a mistake because he started taking off his belt, he got right in my face, and he's like, "What the hell did you just say to me?" And at this point, I was scared shitless, but I didn't want to get my ass beat anymore, so I had to think quick. And I stepped up just a little bit closer, I looked him right in his eyes, and I was like, "Dad, I will suck your dick!" And you know, if you're gonna be man enough to use this approach, you're gonna have to be man enough to own up to it when someone calls you on it. And the only thing more demoralizing than sucking your dad's dick is doing the dishes after. Needless to say, it's been a pretty rough week. On Monday, my dog bit my dick, so I'm done buying crunchy peanut butter. On Wednesday, I got a hand job for my boss's wife. But the bad part about that is I work for my brother-in-law. That was a great joke, actually. Guys, my name's Jay Millie. Give it up for my brother-in-law, Sebastian. Hell yeah, one more time for Jay Millie.